experience of being on steroids and feeling like you're on steroids and being in the gym on steroids. I know you want to feel that. So, you're not going to want to use an oral that is going to cause a lot of more side effects. And an oral is just easy to take too. So it's easy for a beginner. For beginners, I always think that they should just take an oral steroid and stack that with 1 cc of testosterone. So, Winstrol, Anavar, Turinabol, even Superdrol. Those are going to be probably the easiest ones to take, with Superdrol being a little bit more problematic, just because it can be kind of toxic. It could affect your eyes or affect your liver a little bit if you take it, or if you're really sensitive to it and you take it at a high dosage or something like that, or for more than 5 weeks. But those other ones, Winstrol, Anavar, oral Turinabol, you know what? You take those, you take like 50 milligrams of any of those per day, and you pair that with 250 milligrams of testosterone per week, and you're going to have a great cycle. And the only side effects you're going to have is just like feeling great, looking great, and getting great pumps in the gym and shit like that. If you do have any side effects, it will most likely just be a little bit of estrogen side effects and like some itchy burning nipples that you notice one day, and then you just take that Arimidex tablet or exemestane tablet and it'll go away in a couple hours, and you probably wouldn't experience any other side effects other than that. Or on a cycle like that, you might get pumped throughout the day, or you might get like pumps in your feet when you're walking on hills or something like that, but those cycles are going to be relatively side effect free. And now if you don't want to shut your natural testosterone production off when you do that, you could take HCG at the same time. You'd take something like 1,000 IUs HCG per week while you took the steroids. So you'd split it up into 2 injections and take 500 IUs twice per week, and do that the whole time that you took the steroids. And then your balls wouldn't shut off and they wouldn't shrink while you took the steroids. And generally you'd want to do those cycles for like 8 to 10 weeks. If you're worried about liver toxicity with the orals, you'll know if you start getting tired or feeling kind of sick or like losing your appetite, that you're probably feeling toxic. And so just take a break for 2 or 3 weeks. And then, if that happened after like 4 weeks or something, you could do something like 4 weeks with the orals and then 2 weeks off and then another 4 weeks. And then that would end up being 10 weeks. And that would be a great first cycle. For beginners, that's not going to have side effects. There's not going to be a lot of troubleshooting. There's not going to be any major side effects, and there's not going to be a lot of need for troubleshooting, having problems. It's going to be simple, easy, and straightforward. And I think that that's what the guys who are beginners are looking for. They're looking for a big effect, a nice bam, and a nice quick change to their body and quick change to the way they feel when they're working out in the gym. Get those crazy pumps, get that experience of being on roids, but not have to do a bunch of troubleshooting, messing around on side effects, or having a bunch of new stuff happen that they're not prepared for. So that's what I think. 250 milligrams of testosterone with Turinabol, Anavar, or with Winstrol at something like 50 milligrams per day. 4 weeks on with the orals, 2 weeks off with the orals. 4 weeks on with the orals. Take the testosterone for the whole 10 weeks. That's my opinion.
If you would like your questions to be answered on the Steroids Podcast, go to steroidspodcast.com and leave a comment with your questions, or email or private message steroidspodcast@gmail.com or steroidspodcast on Instagram. Until next time.